What's going on, guys? It's Aaron here. This video you're about to see is a one-on-one personalized help session that I had with a person who reached out to me. He subscribed and he's joined my group. And he got pretty much personalized one-on-one help on what exactly to do next. He just got his first client using my script, which is awesome. He just wanted help, like, okay, how do you get results for the client, or other questions that he had in general. So it's all covered in this video, how to get results. And he also talked more about, getting more clients and stuff like that. So if you want a personalized one-on-one session with me, you can click down in the description below to fill out an application, and you can click down the link description below and you can request an appointment with me. And of course, if you don't want it to be on YouTube, I do offer private sessions as well. And you're pretty much going to get all your SMMA questions answered, because I know when you're just starting out and when you're just beginning, you have a lot of them. And then you're going to get a personalized roadmap that, and I'm going to lay out the step-by-step plan that you need to do to see success with your SMMA journey. And this is going to save you tons of times and a ton of money from doing the wrong things for the most part. So again, check the link in the description below and request an appointment from me, and then we can go on and move from there. So anyway, on to the video.
I'm good. Yeah, everything's good, man. Stuff's starting to open back up a bit, and yeah, things are heading up into the north. How about you? So you got your first client the other day?
Yeah, it was yesterday actually. Yeah, so
Yesterday.
that's part of the schedule. Yeah, man. Basically, like I just called him on today's Thursday, right? I called him on Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
and
Did you like Google search him, or did you just
yeah, it was a Google search. So
yeah?
what I did was I saw on YouTube that this guy went to Fiverr and got like a list of clients of
Mm-hmm.
small business. Yeah, he was going through Yelp,
Mm-hmm.
and as well. So I got a list of like I think it was about 100 or so clients,
Yeah, definitely.
and I got their name, their phone number, their email, and their location, and
Mm-hmm.
their address. So I literally just went down the list, and I used like the first part of your script, which
Yeah,
basically
yeah,
said, like, "Are you interested in getting, 5 to 6 leads this month?"
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And the guy, I think he was in a buying mode already, or he was looking for it. But he's like, "Yeah, like tell me more." And I'm like, "Okay,
yeah.
cool." Like I'm meeting with you, and
Mm-hmm.
then I took it to my presentation and everything, and like
Mm-hmm.
he was pretty happy with it. So I got on board him tomorrow.
Nice, awesome, dude. Yeah. The thing is with like when you're cold calling, you're trying to find those people who know that they need advertising, they know that they need customers.
Yeah.
Usually people are just browsing or just looking, they're not interested. But usually if you can find someone who like already needs customers, then it should be all good from there. So yeah, and again, just let you know this will most likely be on YouTube. So you're okay with that, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
That's
cool.
fine.
So what questions do you have for me overall, or any?
Yeah. Well, I have like two sets of questions. One more on the acquisition side,
Okay.
and one more on the what do you call it? Like the actual running the ads
Yeah,
for the
getting
clients.
results.
So let's start off with I guess the acquisition side of it.
Sure.
Right now during this pandemic, I'm finding it like pretty hard to find a niche.
Say that one more time. Your voice kind of like cut off.
Sorry,
Yeah.
to find a niche.
To find a niche. Okay.
So I'm in Toronto,
Mm-hmm.
and I posted in the group the other day actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, like things are starting to open up. We have some essential services like plumbing, landscaping, real estate, and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But because there's nothing really happening in the market for those people to sell their services as well,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little bit difficult for them.
Well, plumbing and age like stuff that like that they fix like home improvement. That's still very, very, very popular. When I'm calling plumbers, I hear all the time that they are constantly busy. So I wouldn't say I don't know about real estate, but I know stuff with the home improvement is still booming for the most part. But anyway, I continue. Just wanted to add that in there.
So I just should kind of focus on those guys, right?
Um, So I mean, yeah, you just got your first client. So what niche was that person in?
We were plumbing.
Plumbing, yeah, exactly. So yeah, just focus on the plumbing, like home improvement. Like I currently have a remodeling service right now, and beforehand I was like, oh my god, how can I get this person results? Because like no one wants the person, like no one wants a bathroom remodel like during COVID. But
Yeah.
you'll be surprised. Like you, if you do everything right, you can generate some interest, and you can get people to become leads and stuff like that. Um, you just have to make sure that your wording in the ad is correct, and that you have to like think outside of the box, and you have to understand where people are coming from when it comes to this. And if you can, what's the word? If you can, um, like nullify, not nullify, like nullify their doubts of like why they can get that service, then they don't have any reason to not get the service for the most part.
Right,
So
and take care of all their objections and stuff.
yeah. So like all their objections they could possibly have. Like if they're saying, oh, like I don't want to get sick, you could just be like, okay, yeah, we follow CDC policy and guidelines to like prevent contamination. Um,
Right, right.
yeah, like saying stuff like that. But yeah, just anything in the home improvement niche, in my opinion, is booming at this right
Okay.
now. Especially like any cleaning services. If you can find a cleaning service niche to go after, then I think that's also a really good one. And then
Like
any,
maids,
huh?
like maids and stuff.
Well, like deep cleaning, like carpet cleaning, and like
Oh,
more like disinfectant cleaning. Like,
oh, okay, okay.
yeah, not like, I think maids may be fine, but more like they do deep cleaning, like they use a lot of chemicals and stuff. And, because I've been seeing a lot of ads that be like, oh, we can destroy, COVID. I don't know if you can say COVID right on Facebook, that's a risk, but,
Yeah,
they say they can destroy viruses and bacteria. Um, so yeah, I've been seeing like cleaning companies doing well with Facebook ads, but, yeah, anything with a home improvement or online, like if you're into e-commerce or anything like that, um, is good. You can still go after
okay.
them, and they're still like spending money on ads and all that. So like literally from like all the cold calls I've made, and like only one of them have been like, actually no, only two of them have been like, there's a situation happening. Like, are you aware of that? And I'm just like, yeah, like of course I am, but like
Yeah,
overall, most niches are still doing very. I mean, those type of niches are doing very well. Also, another niche, is actually solar installations. Actually, supposedly, like I have a mentor who I talked to, and he's been getting leads for like really cheap for that, which I found like really surprising. But it kind of makes sense because like everyone wants to be more environmentally friendly, and
yeah,
everyone wants to save money, like with electricity and stuff like that. So I can
yeah.
see why that's working. So I've been calling a few solar installation companies as well, trying to see if I can generate some interest. So yeah, there are a lot of like anything within the home. It's a good niche to
Yeah.
go after, or
Did you
e-commerce. Just
now? When I signed up into your group,
hmm
you need that script.
yeah.
Now to be applicable to like all of these different niches within the home
Oh
improvement.
yeah, oh definitely. Just be sure, if you're reaching to a solar company, don't be like, I can get you more HVAC appointments. Just, be sure to
Yeah,
be sure to adapt it to the niche. But overall, the fundamental of the script is saying to the business owner that you can get them more of what they want. So, because people don't want Facebook ads. They want customers. They want, high quality leads. Say customers for the most part, because now the word leads is starting to get overused. So I like to
yeah,
say service appointments or customers. Something that when the final definition of that word is means like it's an exchange of money to their hands.
right. Okay. Because leads is just like kind of open ended.
Yeah, because you can say like leads is like yeah, someone you got a phone number, and most home improvements they're used to getting like leads and then like they're not responding and then people just not responding, and that still is considered a lead because they filled out a form saying that they had interest. So if you can say like 5 to 7 actual like customers or appointments and stuff like that, then you'll be good to go. And also with the home improvement, if you're targeting specifically them, um, a lot of them use Home Advisor and like Angie's List, and it's actually surprising. Like I did some customer research on them. They actually hate it so much. It's actually really funny how much they like down talk all those, because mostly because it's shared leads. So it's like it's one lead, and then like they may contact 5 plumbers in the area and just be like, here's one lead, go at them. you know
Or
so
like our plumbers all targeted.
yeah, for that one person. So like it can, and at that point it's based on price. So like if
Yeah.
one plumber can do it for like the lowest price, then they're going to get that business. So another thing you can say is you can say exclusive appointments or exclusive leads, because with these big companies like Home Advisor and Angie's List, that they're not getting exclusivity. And then the thing is, they're still paying like $100 to $150 for that lead. So
Really,
um,
it's that expensive?
yeah, oh yeah, because think of it this way: if for a home improvement, for the remodeling company, for example, that I work with, the lowest that they charge is $4,000. So they're more than willing to pay $100 for a chance to make $4,000.
Okay,
And
yeah.
then like that's on the low end. On the high end, that's like they could be like 15 grand, depending on I guess what the customer chooses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it depends. But with plumbing, I'm sure it's the same exact type of thing. It depends on like the services that they offer. But you want to be saying that you can get more of the high ticket services, so that way your fees are more um, applicable to them.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay. Would you recommend like I run like either Facebook ads or like LinkedIn ads to get
to get more
clients?
clients. Yeah, okay. So I've been dabbling with that, running Facebook ads. So what I realized is that it's not that it is kind of tricky to do it. It's a good experiment to do, and I was able to get a couple leads that were actually like interested at the moment. But
Yeah.
you have to be sure that if you do set it up, that you're fast with the leads and that you have a good lead magnet. So I tried to do something like a free report, um, and I did get a few interests. But overall, I say like if you have time and like maybe if you have like 2 or 3 good paying clients, then it's worth it. But if you want like, results quickly and fast, then, go through the cold calling and, you will get results a lot faster doing that.
Right.
So if you do have the money and you do have the time to set it up, maybe you're like, you don't want to, you're not cold calling during the weekend. Um, you can set up the Facebook ad, but it does take a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. It does take a lot of planning.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't make that your main priority. I would just stick with what's working now, like getting a list off Fiverr and cold calling and cold emailing
Yeah.
these businesses. If that's the fastest way, but if you do want to run Facebook ads, then definitely don't
Yeah.
don't say no, especially because if there's literally like trust is already established. Like if they came in through a Facebook ad, they already know that you know what you're doing. So you don't have to like show them case
Right.
studies or do anything or like
Yeah.
prove your value to them. They already know that you can run
Right.
Facebook ads. So
Because they got targeted, right?
yeah, because they got targeted and they showed interest, and
Yeah.
yeah, they got whatever lead magnet you got to offer them as well.
Exactly.
So
Okay. Now, one of the things that I'm finding pretty annoying when I'm cold calling is
hmm
one thing that will get after is like I guess my confidence in actually getting those results. And the thing is, like, when I'm calling like more home improvement companies or like plumbing companies,
hmm
they seem to be out majority of the daytime.
okay, yeah, they
So
are.
them is just like, hey, I'm in the middle of something. Like, what do you need? So like, if my pitch almost feels a little bit rushed, and like I can't give them
Oh,
the information, with whatever they're doing.
yeah. Okay. So the point of the cold call is just to literally book a meeting where you know there's going to be more time. You know they'll have more time to actually talk with you. So this happens a lot.
Yeah.
This should be in one of my YouTube videos. So what you want to do is say, I figured you'd be busy at the moment. That's why I want to quickly just schedule a quick time and day so we can, I can learn more about your business and stuff like that. So if that's what you should be doing for the first cold call anyway. But
Right.
if they say that they're busy, just say I understand that I figured you'd be busy at this time. This is why I wanted to schedule another date and time where we can talk for 10 and 15 minutes and so I can learn more about your business and see if I can help you get more customers. So pretty much just
Yeah. Like,
acknowledge that they're busy and then just say this is exactly why I want to schedule another date and time.
I feel like I like it. That's in your script as well,
Mm-hmm.
right? Right in like the first paragraph. So like I usually like read off of that,
Mm-hmm.
but to be honest, I don't know. Might just be my confidence level in terms of actually delivering those results.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you just have to. Well, your confidence level in delivering the results is just if you have the knowledge and the marketing background, then you'll gain more confidence. So for to improve your confidence with that, I would just say, read more books about specifically marketing, especially if you're going for the plumbing, specifically marketing for plumbers and stuff like that, or just marketing fundamentals in general. And also just look through ads and like look through what other people are doing as well. And that way you actually have an idea of what to do for the business owner as well. And honestly, like part of the life of being an entrepreneur is just, you know, just being just not always being sure of how to do everything 100%, but
Yeah.
knowing that you're going to figure it out and you're going to figure it out and then excel at it. So like for the example for the remodeling company, I just called them randomly. When he signed me up as a client, I had no idea how to run ads for the remodeling industry. And then I called my mentor, and he's only good with plumbing and all that, but he has no idea with remodeling either. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh boy, I'm stuck. But I figured it out. I did research on you know other ads that people have been running, and also just I have a really good grasp of marketing fundamentals in general. So I know, okay, overall I have to figure out what do people desire and how can this client's remarketing service help them get to that desire? So, by just understanding marketing fundamentals and having a really good grasp at it, um, you will be a lot more confident. And then just take the time to practice as well. So, this is why I think if you run Facebook ads for yourself, this is actually really good practice. Practice doing like customer avatar research, like practice trying to find out what's the greatest desire that these plumbers want, and how can my marketing service get them to where they want to be. um you know Practice doing research and practice doing different practice doing targeting research, practice doing marketing research, and then just practicing like, okay, what kind of ads would speak out to them. And then when you run your Facebook ads, for the most part, you can see the results of like if people actually resonating with this and stuff like that. So it's just it comes with experience when it comes to this kind of stuff. But you know you're not gonna always have every single answer 100% perfect when you're taking on a new client. Just if you have the fundamentals down, then just be confident in yourself that you know that you can get the client results and that you can actually deliver on what the client wants. And trust me, when you're setting everything up and you start running it for the first few days, it's really nervous and it's really stressful. I'm not gonna lie, but
Yeah.
once you get like those first couple of leads coming in, the stress gradually lowers and lowers. So it's a lot more. You become a lot more confident as the leads actually start coming in, and then always just remember you do have time. So like I remember like the first time I ran it, the first day, I don't think it got any leads. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm done. This client's gonna give me the boot. But like, so I have to realize like this is why it's like this is a month-long contract, or a month-long type of recurring thing, because like it takes a month to actually like start getting momentum, start getting results, start learning what's working. And now that after a month you have a pretty good idea of what's actually working, so then you can really amplify that and start to scale as well.
So how can like you said it takes the month. I'm pretty nervous about running the ads for this plumber that I onboarded or the onboard, right? Like if like within say like 2 weeks or so, he's just like, man, like where the heck are my leads? How do I kind of answer that in a reassuring way? Like what do I say?
All right. So the best thing to do is just to show that you're actually doing something, show that you're trying. So if you just explain to the plumber, okay, so look, you should always keep them up to date with everything that you're going to run. So like, for example, I always email the plumber, okay, here are the ads I'm running. I'm going to try to target this specific people. Let me know if you guys approve of these ads and you want me to run them or you want me to change them up. So always just keeping them up to date on the progress of how your ads are doing and how your ads are going is a good thing to make them ease so they don't think like, okay, you're not doing nothing. And then another thing to like, if worst comes to worst, it's been 2 weeks and you actually got them 0 leads, do tell them the things that you did get them. So for example, just say maybe you haven't gotten a lot of leads, but you've noticed that a lot of people are clicking onto the lead form but the not submitting the information. You can just say, this is fine because you want high quality leads. So people aren't just going to click on it and then who are not leaving their information. They're low quality leads. They wouldn't want to buy from you anyway. It's a waste of their time. And especially if you have questions on like if you use Facebook lead ads, for example, if you have questions on the Facebook lead ad, that's what I said. Like, okay, a lot of people are clicking on it, but since they're not answering these questions and then filling out the information, um, this is more likely like more high quality leads are going to come by. And you also just have to this is also just marketing research. Okay, how demand is the service that you're offering? So what I would say is, like if the service that they're offering, if they're trying to get like I guess water boiler installations, but no one wants water boiler installations. Try just changing up your offer. Like, okay, maybe they need pipe resurfacing or pipe fixing or something like that. So most of the time, if you're not getting leads, it's just your offer is just bad. So just change up the offer and then see how things go. Um, so yeah, uh, yeah. So just keep the client up to date with everything that you're doing, and just tell them like what you're trying, the different angles that you're trying, and stuff like that. And then usually they're not going to be like, okay, where are my leads? Because like, okay, you're trying this and this and this. They're gonna at least understand, and they do understand that marketing and getting leads does take time. They don't really expect like a quick win, instant result like that. So I wouldn't worry too much. But most likely, if you know what you're doing, even if you just watch a couple YouTube videos about it, you should be able to get like a couple leads in 2 weeks and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be anxious about it. I know it's scary now because you haven't run the ad yet, but believe in yourself and it'll come. You'll get the results.
I watched your video on actually running the ads. Like I tried to follow the what was it AIDA AIDA.
Oh, for copywriting.
Yeah, for copywriting, like the actual tech part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I'm going to try and come up with ads like that.
Okay.
But do I have to make any like special creative for the ads in terms of like like for plumbers, like does it have to be specific to like I don't know, I'm just not sure on what like
I mean, the best thing that I've seen working is just before and after pictures. So you want to use pictures that either that show the benefit or exploit the problem that they're having.
Can we use that on Facebook though? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The before and after pictures just don't apply to like weight loss, like a human body. But
oh,
with
okay,
home improvement, it's completely acceptable, and they work
okay,
they work really well. Um, but this the most important thing you want to focus on is your offer. So like it has to be an offer that's so irresistible and so compelling that people have to, give them their information in order to um like get that offer. So like if you're Facebook, so you can't just say like, oh, just buy my plumbing service. You have to give them like a really good offer. I know that a free estimate is a common one. I think that one's a bit overused. So what I've been using is like a free estimate plus some amount of money off on your first service call. And that offer does do a lot better as well. Um, so yeah. And yeah. So just make sure your offer is good. And also your video froze. It's been frozen for the longest time. I don't know if like if you notice or not. I mean it doesn't matter, but I just want to point that out.
oh, okay. I'm not sure why.
That's okay. It will be it's fine. You look so serious in it.
Oh man. All right.
No, it's fine. No, it's
I
good. It's
don't know
all
what's
cool.
going on here. It's my internet connection.
Yeah, probably. It's fine. All right. So
But yeah, because like I was talking to them yesterday, and they basically because I told them like we would need to have some sort of offer to really get people engaged with the company,
mhm.
and they said like, well, we can do like so basically they are from a very small town, like
Mhm.
it's like half the country almost.
Mhm.
Um, so they said we can do like a free spring tune-up for your plumbing system.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a
And so
good. That's a pretty good offer.
yeah, so I asked them, like, are you sure that's okay? Like, because I guess they've never done it before. I'm not sure,
Mhm.
but that's it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, that's a pretty good offer, right? Like,
Yeah, no, I mean, you're not gonna know until you test it. So, I mean, a free spring cleaning, a free spring tune-up should be a pretty killer offer. Also, I would just say like the value that it's valued at. So, like maybe it's like usually $100. Just make sure you say that in the ad, so that way, because I mean, I read this book called Dollar and Cents, and it's like if you put an original price of something and then you say it's on sale, it's going to sell a lot more. So maybe if it's like a $100 value tune-up, just say that we're giving away this $100 value tune-up for free. Just leave your name and information, and then we'll get back
yeah,
to you.
would they have to state why, um, why they're giving it out for free?
Oh
Like, the intention behind it, or it doesn't really matter?
no, just no. You don't have to. They don't have to give a reason because of it. It's a good question, but I haven't seen
Okay.
like a reason that we're giving. I mean, you could just say because we feel nice or like we're enjoying like we love our customers so much. That could be a reason. Actually, that would actually be a pretty good reason. But you don't really have to say a reason. Or you could say something like we are aware that spring's coming up and that your air ventilation system might be old and outdated. It might be making noises and stuff like that. So that's why we're offering a free spring tune-up of it. $100 value. Get yours. We're only doing this for the next 10 customers. Add some scarcity to it, and yeah, claim yours today. And be sure just to get some more qualified leads. Be sure to ask a question as well. And one more thing, this is really really important. I actually just listened to this podcast literally yesterday, and it's either you or someone needs to be on the phone when that lead comes in within the first 5 minutes of that lead filling out the form, because if it's not within the first 5 minutes, then the plumber has a lot less of a chance of actually um, being able to get in contact with that person. So what I do is you can have something on Zapier and that you can connect it to so that every time they get a lead, they'll get an email or they'll get a text. And then you just stress to the business owner, like tell them the exact fact that I told you, that if you don't call within like a minute is the best, but if you don't call within the first 5 minutes, then that lead is most likely going to be gone and going somewhere else. Um, and just like not on their phone, not and you can't get in contact with them. Um, so yeah, just make sure you stress that, get within the lead within 5 minutes and
Yeah.
see how it goes. Yeah. And then also, even if you do get them leads, not all of them are gonna, reply or respond and be able to get in touch with. At that point, if the business owner is actually getting really kind of like irritated by that, just you can try to set up something where the customer actually like books a date and time for them to actually go in there or go in there to talk. I'm actually working on setting something like that up for my client as well, because it'll just be easier, and then you can charge a lot more for the lead as well. So instead of just $100 per lead, I would be charging like 150 per lead. Which would so it's a good way to like increase the lead. It increases your value that you can charge more because of it, because it's like a solidified date and time on a calendar that they filled out.
Right. Okay, makes sense. So that means they're kind of more committed to it as well, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay. Okay. I have like two more questions. How much time do we have?
Just 30 more minutes. Yeah, I gotta eat some breakfast and I gotta go. So, no, but yeah, you have take your time for the 30 minutes. And if you always have any
Yeah.
questions, you can just message me.
Yeah. I don't want to leave you hungry, man. So, okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I posed this question in the group as well.
Hmm.
Basically, what type of campaign am I running? Like a traffic campaign or a conversion campaign, an engagement campaign? Like,
That's a good
even if
question.
I'm running
Um,
for a
so
smaller group,
depends
it's
on
not.
so did you specify an ad budget for them, or did you just say a pay per lead type of model, or did you do like the retainer? What type of pricing
Yeah,
model did
so
you do?
I told them we'll start off with $300 a month,
Okay.
and
And
we can adjust that up and down as we go.
okay.
Like the performance of the campaign, right?
Yeah. What and then they're gonna tune up. All right, so maybe we'll see how it works. So they're just giving you ad spend. Are you doing a free trial, or are they actually paying you?
No, so I just charged them like 500 because I was
Okay.
a little
Like
like
hesitant.
I was worth $1,000 just yet.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fine.
So I just like for $500 I'll do it, and then it would be like an additional $300
For the ad
per
spend.
month for the actual ad spend.
Okay. So the budget is sort of low, but how many did you just say? Did you like specify like, okay, I'm gonna try to get you X amount of leads, or did you just
No, I actually couldn't get that say that
okay?
the conversation like that. So basically, they live in like a smaller community, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think they just wanted more awareness and more people like coming to them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They have like I think two competitors there,
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good.
and basically what they were telling me is just we just need more calls coming in, right?
So they just want calls. Yeah, yeah.
So I wasn't I didn't say specifically like, well, I can get you this many people coming in.
Okay, so if they want calls, or if they want calls coming in, they just want leads. Um,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
um, so the best case in your shoes would either are you willing to make a landing page and all that, or because the first thing you want to do is you want to see, okay, which offer is the best offer. But if you're gonna stick with the tune up, um, the first thing, I'll give it a week and try just Facebook lead generation, because you want to choose a campaign that matches what exactly you want. So for example, with engagement, you would only choose engagement if you want more just vanity metrics. So if you want more likes, shares, and comments on a post, then you choose post engagement. Lead generation is exactly that. So like if you want more leads, you can get people to fill out a form or talk to you about that and more and stuff like that as well. You can also try messages. I've seen that work. But if you do conversions, it is more expensive, but the leads should be higher quality. Um,
Like, do you know how Facebook would determine that? Like, if versus traffic, versus conversions. Like,
yeah,
how
so
they,
Facebook has so much data on everyone. So
yeah,
what conversion is Facebook knows that okay, this person is going to go onto a website and take an action. He's going to do something on that website. With traffic, the Facebook's gonna just be like, okay, I know this person's gonna click on it and go onto this website. Whether he does something or not, I don't know. It's just gonna get people to that website. So obviously, like if someone goes to a website, um, they will most likely take an action or something like that. But conversions, it's like, okay, Facebook's like, okay, I know these people are going to take an action if they go to the website. So I'm going to send these people to that website. And and like, it's its best guess. So like, for example, even with conversions, like Facebook might show a person who they think will convert, but they just go to the website and then they just leave. Or with traffic, they just might show a person who they just think that is just going to go to the website, but that person might go to the website and actually convert and like do an action. But
right.
when with the marketing campaigns, it's just read the description and that's what you're most likely going. Facebook's going to optimize to get most likely that. So like for messages, for example, Facebook's going to show the ad to people who are most likely to actually send you a message to your page, intriguing interest and stuff like that. Which I might actually try doing that because that way I can like talk to the customer, and then it could be more engaging as well. I might try that actually. So yeah,
That was messaging, or
what?
did you say that was messaging?
Yeah, that's messaging. Yeah, I
Oh,
might try that. Seems interesting.
okay, interesting.
And then if
Okay, yeah,
you want to make it automated and if you want to get more advanced and more technical, you can have a mini chat flow, so that like they can click on a specific button and then they
yeah.
can constantly just engage and interact. Actually, I should try that. But yeah.
Like those chatbots.
Yeah, like with like chatbots, like what you use to, book this meeting,
Yeah,
it would be
yeah.
the same exact type of concept. And it's more fun, it's more engaging. But with homeowners, they're on the older side, so I don't know if they would be like
Have to create a funnel.
um at the start, no. Just do lead generation and just find the offer that's working and then set it up and just set up just the lead gen and just have leads come in through Facebook.
Okay,
If the plumber complains that the lead quality is bad or that they can't get in contact, like if they're just saying like if they're complaining about it, then you would think about making a funnel. But how I think of it is you want to start with like what's going to get them results kind of fast, and then
right.
if those results aren't working, then just say that okay, since you guys are getting low quality leads, um, I'm going to make this funnel with the landing page and all that stuff. And what you most likely want to do is I'm going to see if I can do like a video um, to like qualify the lead, like teach them, educate them, and then have them like schedule an appointment to like actually meet with the plumber as well. But
Okay.
first start out with just Facebook lead generation and see how it is. And then if they complain, just say, okay, I can create the landing page. And also just be aware, don't be afraid to, because this is your first client. You mostly don't really want to do it for the money. You want to do it for the experience. So,
Correct.
um, if let's say you ran out of the $300 or you're not getting results fast enough, don't be afraid to put some more money into it. That way, like you may even just like break even, or you may lose a little bit of money, but keeping a client is vital, because it's a lot easier to keep a current client that you have than it is to go out and find a new one. And then if you know what's working, then you can really like make a huge profit, because then like, okay, I know I can spend this amount of money, get them this amount of results, and then you can do all that. So yeah.
Build like leads, right?
Yeah.
You can attract other clients with.
Yeah, exactly. You can use that as a case study, go out there and attract the clients with it, and then you'll have more confidence about what you're doing, because you actually have done it before, so you can know you can do it for other people as well.
Right. Okay. So you're suggesting that I start off with like just getting leads first?
Yeah, just start out with Facebook lead generation, see how that is, and then if the leads are bad quality, or they're complaining about the leads, or they can't get back to the leads fast enough, then consider making a funnel, because it would be a lot of work to do all the marketing research, do all the what type of offer, make the creative, find the targeting, and then on top of that make a funnel. Just do the Facebook lead generation first. Take a break for a day or two, see how it's working, and then start thinking about the funnel, because eventually the your ads are just gonna wear out. They're just gonna tire out. So you do eventually have to change it up, and then at that point you already have an idea for a funnel, and you can start getting to work on that. Or if you really want to, you can make the funnel as the Facebook lead as you're still getting leads, because I forget who said it, but like when everything is going good, that's when you still prepare for when everything goes to shit. So that's pretty much the philosophy right there. So just start with Facebook lead generation, see how it works, and then go on from there.
And then switch over if it's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess last question, yeah. So this is more around targeting.
Targeting, yeah.
Targeting, right? So when I actually run these ads for the client, is there like an audience size that I'm looking for, or is there like specific interests that I should target? Like I guess I'm asking more specific to the plumber need. Like if I'm getting clients from like in Facebook interest, do I put like plumbing leads, or sorry, not plumbing leads, just like interest in plumbing?
Yeah. So depends for the size of the audience. So like you said that they're in a small town, but a lot of these plumbers, they'll service like the entire state, or like the entire area. So ask if they only serve that small town, or if they can go bigger, because the bigger the audience on Facebook, the better the ads will perform. So so there are two strategies when it comes to Facebook targeting. It's either blanket, like carpet bombing, so you just target everyone in that zip code with the right demographic, or it's you actually do interest. So with my client, they are pretty much in most of Rhode Island and like a lot of Massachusetts. So pretty much I just started out with just a couple of Rhode Island zip codes, and the audience size was fairly big. So I added interest on top of that, and that worked a lot better than just the carpet bombing. But if they can only stay at a specific zip code, and that zip code only has like 30,000 people, then you have to just stick with you have to do the carpet bombing type of strategy for that.
When you say big, like what's the approximate?
Oh, the approximate size. I just say like you want at least 30,000. That's just the size I go with. At least 30,000 to give Facebook enough room. Obviously you want more, but if you're in a local town, like if the local town only has 10,000 people, then don't do anything. Like literally don't do anything else to it. But you want to mostly just focus on demographic data. So like what I've noticed is you want to target like people who are homeowner ages, so like between 30 and 65. I target females because I I figure that males are gonna be like, oh, I can fix this myself, so I don't need a plumber. And yeah, and like they'll not fill out the form, because I did try targeting both males and females, and still the females would fill out the form anyway. And females are more likely to actually go in and like actually take care of the home issues anyway. So I would try to get that. And then if you can, most of them are married. So target that demographic as well. I haven't done that yet specifically, but like that's just another demographic targeting. If the audience size is big enough, so that you can like if you have 100,000 people or like more, you can add interest to it, and then just you want to keep adding like use the I think it's suggestions, and then you just keep adding interests that are related to that base interest. So like for example, I target people who are interested in Home Advisor and in Angie's List, in House, or in Thumbtack. And then if there's still not enough people, I can just click suggestions, and then I just click what Facebook suggests for me. Only because since this is a local, this is like a smaller audience, um,
Right.
you primarily want to it's a smaller audience, so usually like you just want to get those like you want to add enough interest so the audience size is as high as it can be. Like if you're targeting the whole United States, then you want to be more specific, like targeting different pages and stuff like that. But since this is like a local area, it's fine if you just choose like those generic algorithm based interests. Even though you really shouldn't, but you know the most important criteria here is the audience size, and yeah,
Right. Okay. Now the audience size that's kind of important or mainly important because of the data points available, or
that's a good question. It's mostly just because Facebook, how Facebook works is that like it has like if it shows like let's say 100,000 people, it's gonna first it's gonna look at your ad and it's gonna be like, okay, I think this 10,000 people, these 10,000 people might like this ad. Um, let's show them this
right,
ad and then let's see how it works. And then Facebook's going to do that. And then if it works, Facebook's going to be like, okay, so since, these 10,000 people like this ad, then these other 10,000 people should like this ad as well. Or if it doesn't work, Facebook
okay,
will test a different segment as well. So it pretty much Facebook starts small and
right,
then it expands and expands and expands. But if you start small, so like if you only have like 10,000, Facebook's gonna, okay, I'm gonna try to look at, 1,000 people, and then, it can't expand that much, so it can't really optimize it and show it to like the best people. So that's
got
why,
it.
you want your size as high as it can possibly be, just because that's how Facebook does it. That's how Facebook shows ads to people for the most part. So
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then also it
Okay.
just
That makes
helps
sense.
because your frequency um, will not get as high so fast. So that way people aren't tired of seeing your ad. They're not going to click on, don't show me this ad. Because it's really bad sounding Facebook ads and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. Like, what should the ideal frequency be? Like, I'm seeing like some people are saying like less than five, some people three.
Yeah, so you kind of don't want, don't care about it until you see that your results are kind of slipping. So if you have, let's say you've been getting leads for like $15 or something like that, and then
Yeah.
each day after day it becomes 17, then 20, then 25, then 30. Then that's when you make a change. Um, what I would say is like if when it gets to like 1.52, start making new creative, thinking about it. But until your costs are going up, don't don't worry about changing it because like even if the frequency is like 10 but you're still getting $1 leads, you're gonna keep that ad running because just because the frequency is bad doesn't mean that yeah it's completely worth it. So it's pretty
Right.
much you
Right. Okay.
you don't want to change something until you've noticed something is wrong with it. So like you don't fix what's not broken. So even if like
Yeah.
all your engagement is bad, like even if everything's like gone to gone to shit, then but like you're still getting the cost per lead that you want and you're still profitable with the ads, then it doesn't matter. You're gonna keep running those ads.
Right. Right. Okay.
Hmm.
That makes sense. Okay. So I think I have some information to kind of start running to these guys.
Yeah,
And if I guess if there's anything that I can just maybe post in the group and see
yeah, yeah.
what
Just
they
if
think.
you have any questions, you can just message me, post in the group, and yeah, I'd be happy to help. So yeah, do you have any more questions or any last minute thoughts or?
it gives me a little bit more confidence that like you
Yeah.
have all these like thoughts in my head, like how I'm running this, and like
Yeah.
I guess you're just getting some reassurance that like you're gonna have to start testing and stuff. It's good.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, and just believe in yourself, dude. Just have confidence. See what other people are doing. Listen to podcasts. Post on different Facebook groups as well. And it'll work out, dude. Just trust in yourself.
yeah.
All right, I gotta
Thank
go
you
eat
so
some
much.
food. All right, see you later.